Welcome to New Hampshire's Business. I'm Fred Coker. I am amazed at how many signs I've seen that say help wanted or help wanted signs and now hiring signs all over New Hampshire as I drive around. It's a business dilemma, but actually the number of job openings now exceeds the number of unemployed nationally. And here are the numbers. You can see the blue line represents the unemployed, and the job vacancies are represented by the green line. Job vacancies going up, unemployed going down. Now, here's some relevant numbers from New Hampshire's Economic and Labor Information Bureau. 13,929 jobs available in New Hampshire the last 30 days, and 2.9% unemployment rate in New Hampshire in July. That may explain some of it right there. With me to explain all these hiring signs in New Hampshire and how we got to the point where the number of job openings exceed the number of unemployed is economist and associate professor of economics and finance at Riviera University, Karen Spahn. Welcome, Karen.
Hi, Fred. Thank you for having me.
Clearly, the pandemic had a big impact on this, but what's the rest of the explanation?
So there has been some long-term trends coming our way in terms of the baby boomers nearing retirement age during the last 10 years. Also, high school students were going more towards college degrees and less into trades. And so you'll see shortages more in those types of sectors. But then it was coupled with the pandemic that, one, drove demand down because of government mandated shutdowns, and that threw employed into the unemployed. And we also had people leaving the labor force, which was the supply side, as elderly, close to retirement individuals decided to retire early, as well as women mostly stayed at home to take care of their children because of school closings. And so together with that, when the vaccination restarted the economy, that created a huge increase in demand, and we were facing a decrease in the supply.
Okay. Now,
which drove up wages.
Which drove up wages, yeah. And that's one of the incentives that employers are using. As you know, I'd like you to comment on this quote. Companies have been using a variety of techniques, including signing bonuses, higher salaries, and flexible working arrangements to entice people. And you can add a popular benefit to that now is pet insurance. Comment on that, Karen, those incentives. I mean, we haven't seen anything like this.
Right. When wages increase and you get a tight labor market, employers have a short-term and long-term reaction to that. And the short term is they have to hire new employees as well as retain the existing ones. So you'll see a lot of turnover and quit rates. So what they do is they offer bonuses to the new hires, and they also sometimes reach down to workers who may not be at the skill level, but they can then do the short-term job training cost rather than pay the higher salaries. But long-term, if wages continue to increase and the availability of the workforce still remains low or reduced, they may look to automation as a solution.
And how does inflation factor into all this?
With increasing wages, if they stick around, they feed into businesses' costs, and then those can feed into price of goods and services. And if demand keeps increasing and the supply doesn't come back into shape, you can have a cycle of upward inflation.
Yeah, which we're seeing at the grocery store and at the car lots and place else. Karen Spahn, economist and associate professor of economics and finance at Riviera University. Thank you.
Thank you, Greg.